Hello and welcome to PTE Tube. This is Dr. Muzakir Ahmad Khan. In this session, I'll be taking you through few of the major tasks that are responsible for our good performance and also in getting good points out of PTE examination. Apart from this, I'll also be discussing the things that we need to take care and that is related to the headset settings. Okay, if you take care of these two things, in the sense, one is with related to headset, the other one is related to the tasks. We are supposed to take care of a few parameters. If we take care of those, if we overcome the mistakes that we have been doing, then there is nothing that will stop us from getting good marks out of PT examination. So let's get started and look into it as what those are. Yeah, the first and the foremost is most thing that I would like to discuss over here is things related to the headset positioning. This plays a crucial role because whatever I speak isn't heard by a person, isn't it? Instead, that will be saved and it will be retrieved for scoring, and all the things will be done by artificial intelligence AI. Okay, so I should be clear enough so that things get recognized by our AI. To do so, we have to take care of the positioning of our mic. I'll just let you know. Before that, I also like to mention that this particular thing that you see on the screen, okay, since these days the headset that people use on the day of examination, what I have come across and the student even see that they are using USB type of headset, isn't it? And in that USB, before to USB point, you see a portion of it, and this blinks, in the sense whenever it is plugged into a CPU, you see it light glows over there, isn't it? So even before commencement of examination, you need to check your hardware. If at all, if this works fine, if at all, if it is glowing good enough, then it is understood that the headset is working fine. Myself have faced this, and even I have seen people whenever they come to examination, they see that headset sometimes does not work. Okay, so at the end of the day, it is our responsibility, because it is my examination, to check if the things are working fine. Okay, what will you do is you will just have a look at this little portion at the end of the cable. If it glows, it means that the headset is fine, it is working good, and it is all good for us to go ahead with the examination. The first thing is this, that I just need to look after that. The next thing is the positioning of the mic itself. Okay, so this position is not the right one, because there happens a overlapping of voice, if at all, if we keep our mic right in front of our mouth. Okay, so instead what are you supposed to do is you will have to tilt that and keep it somewhat in this position, somewhat away from your mouth. Got it? Because things has to be recognized by artificial intelligence, and it will be recognized, if at all, if we be clear enough. And one of the factor that will help us to be clear is positioning of the mic. If at all, if it remains, if the position of the mic is this as shown on the screen, then things will go wrong and you will end up scoring very less in your speaking. Other way around, if you set your mic position in a proper way, somewhat similar to uh, either side of your mouth, okay, not right in front of your mouth, if you just maintain that, then all the deduction or reduction, whatever the acoustics related things are there, that will be taken care by the mic. Okay, first thing is this with related to the glowing of the light. The second thing is position of your mic, and the third thing that you need to take care is you'll be having a provision to see the volume that is played. You can set the volume. Okay, so what I prefer, you might have actually seen this in my previous videos as well, I have told you that it is recommended to set the volume more than 50%, and it all depends on number of candidates that are present around you on the day of examination. If there are more number of students, you can set the volume of what you need to hear to the maximum, or in general case, if you set the volume above 50%, that will be good. Okay, you can set, and this will remain same till the end of the examination. Yeah, this is done. These are the settings that you need to do before commencement of the PT examination itself. We'll move on. Yeah, I'll be discussing with related to repeat sentence. This is the second task. The first task is read aloud, and the second one is repeat sentence. Okay, I'll just play a audio over here. Let me see how you answer this. Okay, what I want you to do is I'll play the audio, you will hear it, and you will try to answer it. I want you to do that. So after that, I'll let you know what mistakes usually people commit. Yeah. The audio begins in 3, 2, 1. I hope you are ready. Shall I start? I hope you'll perform well and in the right manner. 3, 2, 1, go.
The timetable will be posted on the website before the class starts.
I'll I'll repeat again. 3, 2, 1, go.
The timetable will be posted on the website before the class starts.
I hope you might have done well. I hope it. Okay, repeat sentence is a very important task of PT examination. It gives almost equal marks to both speaking as well as listening. Got it? So, and we will have about approximately 10 tasks on the day of examination, isn't it? So, performing well is very important here because we get marks for both listening as well as speaking as well. When are you supposed to give your response? Usually you give your response once you hear a beep sound, isn't it? But that doesn't happen here. That is the trap, and you got to be very cautious. You cannot just hit at the target. I just want to illustrate help of this image. I just cannot keep blind and I cannot hit the target, isn't it? That doesn't happen. So what are you supposed to do in this particular task is, since there is no beep, you got to be looking at the beginning of this whatever it is, okay, recording, and that is displayed with red blue color or green color, whatever it is, on the day of examination. So what will you do is, once the recording starts here, okay, you got to be keep watching over there. If that starts after a second, you will start recording your response. I hope the same thing you might have done when I played the question. I also hope that after me playing the question, you might have started your response after looking at this. So we'll repeat once more. Okay, and let's see if you are accustomed to this particular technique. Let's begin. 3, 2, 1, go.
The timetable will be posted on the website before the class starts.
I hope you might have done, and you might have started your response by looking at this particular point, isn't it? Once the audio begins, you might have observed in examination or in the mock exam that there is a delay even before recording starts, isn't it? The audio is played, there are 3 or 4 seconds. Only after that, the recording starts. And there is no beep sound. Hence, what are you supposed to do is you got to be very cautious and keep looking at this particular point. And as in how you see that, you have to assume and you have to know that the recording has begun. Hence, you will start your response. Above that, the most important thing again is you are not supposed to just stay calm or keep mum once you finish your response. Once you finish, the very next thing that you're supposed to do is you're supposed to click the next button. Okay, if you do this, believe me that you will get out of out marks towards your listening as well as your speaking with regards to this particular task. Also, there are a few things which I have already mentioned in my previous videos. You can just go through, such as you're not supposed to give gap, you're not supposed to repeat the things, you're not supposed to self-correct, and also almost 70 to 80% of the content is all enough. The most important thing is you got to be fluent, and you will start only by looking at this particular point, And once you end, you will just click a next button. Now we'll move on and discuss the next tasks that we actually have to take care of. Okay, it is summarize written text. I hope you all are aware of this task, and also the points that we get out of this task is towards reading and writing. And on the day of examination, we may get 2 to 3, and each individually timed for about 10 minutes. The next task is summarize spoken text. Again, we get marks towards listening and writing. Okay, audio will be played. We got to listen it and then form a summary out of it. Then it is essay. You all are aware of this particular task, and we get points only towards our writing. These tasks are very important and they are very time consuming, isn't it? You might have already gone through this. Let us just calculate roughly. If we have, suppose, to summarize 20 minutes, and then here if again 2, it is 40 minutes, again here 60. Just these 3 tasks take our 1 hour of time. Okay, and there is another task that I'll just discuss. Roughly these tasks that I'll be discussing now is half of PTE test that we are going to take. Okay, so half the points, I would say more than half of the points are hidden within these tasks that I'll be discussing now. And especially for these tasks, what we think is and what we put all of our efforts is towards the content, and we make sure that we not make any mistake in the content. Instead, the fact is other way around. Okay, it is not the content that will fetch maximum marks to us. Instead, it is grammar. You got to learn grammar here. And the next thing that is very responsible thing is spelling. Even if either these are, I would say, these are the two wings of a bird, grammar and spelling. If you master in these two things, definitely you will get 90 out of 90. Content is not at all a major thing here. I'll let you know the next video that I'll be uploading is with related to describe image. There are a lot of controversies and contradicting things on social media. I'll clear all those. Okay, what we need to understand is with related to these things, grammar and spelling. If you, at the end of the day, PT exam is a English exam. It is testing a grammar. Okay, if we are good enough in grammar, spelling doesn't make much difference in speaking, but still in various tasks that involves writing, spellings play a very important role. So let this be clear to all of you that content is not a big deal here. With related to content, I already have made individual videos for these tasks individually. You can just go through and you can just go through those videos and see as how I have dealt with the content. Okay, all of our focus should be on grammar as well as on spelling alone. Fine, we'll move on to the next task, that is write from dictation. This is the last most task in our PT examination. Yes, of course, here content plays a role. This task is timed for around 4 to 5 minutes. You will wind up doing this task in just 5 minutes, but believe me, you will get around 40 marks just out of it. And in here, content plays an important role. I would say grammar is least important here, but content and spellings are the kings here. If you are good enough in these things, then half of your exam and half of your points are in your pocket without much headache. Okay, so these are the things that you need to take care of. We will move on. Now we will discuss fill in the blanks of listening module. Again, this is very important task, and if you are through this particular task, in the sense if you are able to do this all right, then believe me that you will get maximum marks towards your listening module. Okay, so I'll just first play few audios and I want you to pick the answer. Let me see how well you will do that. We'll begin it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
If the world relies so much on trade,
I hope you got it. No, I was very quick, right? I'll begin it once more. So be ready with your stationery and try to catch the word. 3, 2, 1, go.
if the world relies so much on trade,
If the world dash so much on trade, I'll repeat once more.
if the world relies so much on trade,
And answer is, I hope you might have got the right. I hope. So let's see the right answer. No, I'll not give you the right answer. Those who have got the right answer, just write it in the comment. So it would be either of this. And if somebody can say me as RELY, why not RELIES? I would appreciate that. Other way around, if the answer is this, I want you to even say as why not this. Got it? There is a simple thing behind this and as how we can solve this particular thing. Now we'll move on. We'll solve one more question. Here is the question. I'll play the audio now. What are you supposed to do is pay attention and find the right answers. Shall I start? I hope you're ready and you're all set to answer them rightly. 3, 2, 1, start.
this MPhil introduces students from a wide variety of academic, business and political backgrounds to the traditions that shape an advanced analysis. The MPhil is an 11-month course designed for those who wish to go on to do doctoral research.
Pause the video. I hope you might have noted down your answers somewhere else. Pause the video and try to match your answers with the answers that I give now. And before I even show you the answers, let me play this once more. I'll play it once more.
This MPhil introduces students from a wide variety of academic, business and political backgrounds to the traditions that shape an advanced analysis. The MPhil is an 11-month course designed for those who wish to go on to do doctoral research.
Now we'll have a look at the answers. The first answer is introduces. Okay, this MPhil introduces students. There is S at the last. And the next fill up, most of you have lost this S. I believe that most of you have not got this S. And the last one, you might have heard the word clearly, but you might have written it wrong. In the sense, you are wrong in the spelling, because this is the crux of this particular fill in the blanks. You may either go wrong with singular or plural, or you might hear right, or you might written wrong. Possible, or the last possibility is you might have not at all understood the word. Okay, even if you go wrong with 3 to 4 fill-ups, believe me that you cannot go through this PTE examination with maximum marks. Yeah, of course, getting 65 plus is easy task, whereas who are desirous of getting 79 plus, to them it is very important that we get all fill-ups right. And there is a technique in order to analyze as why this is singular and plural. I'll just give you a hint, and the same thing applies for the top one as well. Singular noun always goes with singular verb, and plural noun always goes with plural verb. And that is how you figure out. And also the another hint that we need to take into consideration over here is not just keep focusing on the fill up. I'm not focusing here and trying to get the answer. I just want to mention the second one. You all might have heard this as background only, not S. You might have missed S, and you that's why you have written background. And if you pay attention at the context of the fill up, then you will get to know, since political is singular noun, that's why I need to have a word. Background is plural. Okay, I need to have backgrounds. That is a grammatical thing that comes after a bit of practice. But I'm just making points over here. That's it for today. And these are the things that you need to take care of. And if you just take care of these things, there is nothing that will stop you from getting good marks. Yeah. Now we'll look after the issues with the fill up the blanks just we just discussed in the previous slide. One is the speed and the frequency. The first one was okay, but the second fill up was quite fast, isn't it? And the second issue that we may face is distraction. I may lose one fill up. I might have not at all gotten that. I didn't even understood that. So what psychology does is, oh man, you haven't been able to catch the previous one, gone, my PT is gone. Hence what we you know intend to do is, what we tend to do is not perform well in the next questions as well. Handwriting, this is again a big headache. Whatever we write listening this, just because the audio is quite fast, even our handwriting becomes horrible. Once I have written, I myself will not be in a position to understand my handwriting. That is the big issue. Many of the times it happens. You have written by your own self, and once the question ends, if you just look back at your own handwriting, you will not be in a position to understand your own, isn't it? That happens. And the last thing is time here. Since you have not understood what you have written, and again calculating whether singular has to come, plural has to come, oh, I might have missed, we get messed up. We end up spending more time. There is again a big trap over here. So how to deal with this? Frequency or the speed with which audio is being played, I need to get accustomed to it. I need to get used to it. And how do we get used to it? By practice alone. We got to hear too much. Okay, we must undergo multiple mock tests, only then we get used to it. And distraction, whether it is singular or plural, or getting distracted like I have committed wrong in the previous test, I may not perform well in the next as well, and that is a kind of disappointment or distraction that we should not do it. Okay, we just need to ignore it. Or singular plural, we need to fix it grammatically. Handwriting, again, if you're not able to figure out what you have written, don't waste time, just move on. Okay, do the best thing and move on. Don't waste your time. All these things come with practice. Practice makes man perfect. There are no shortcuts here. If PTE was so easy, okay, then it would be, all might have gone 79 plus, isn't it? It looks very easy, but it isn't. It all comes with practice and your determination. So that's it for today. I would say that we are supposed to learn from our mistakes. We are humans and we are born to commit mistakes, and we are born to commit mistake, but redoing the mistake is not desirable. Hence, we have to learn from mistakes and perform well. And here, error. Computer is a machine, and if we do something wrong, a message pops up over there. This is a feedback thing, kind of. Okay, if I commit mistake, there should be someone who can correct me and let me know where exactly I'm committing mistake. Okay, there should be some support to us. By that we can master our weak points. That's it for today. I hope you might have liked this video. I even hope that this might have been beneficial to you. If at all, if it was, okay, what I request you is just give a hit the like button. Also subscribe to our channel. And if at all, if coaching is required, if you want to undergo coaching at PT YouTube, you can contact us on the below details. This is for today, and bye. Stay safe.